So, this video by Freedom Machines will prove why you bastards are wrong, right? And this is just a glorified version of the hypocrisy between feminists saying that both men can get pregnant, as in trans men being pregnant, but also saying that men cannot have opinions on abortion. So, if a trans man is pregnant, they cannot have an abortion. Or, well, just trans men can't get pregnant in that context. So it's hypocritical. So here we have your annual feminist convention.
I can't believe the Supreme Court. We can't have men.
Sorry, I forgot that I had it on double speed.
I can't believe the Supreme Court. We can't have men making decisions about women's bodies. Whoa.
Did you know that Roe versus Wade, or whatever it's called, was actually all the judges in that case were all men? They're the ones that allowed abortion to happen.
Oh, wow. Not all women have uteruses, and some men do. Oh.
Trans men have uteruses. Trans women do not have uteruses.
You're right. So, who should comment on what decisions who can make? Women should get to tell women what to do. Wait. Then cis women could exclude trans women from their spaces. TERF?
TERF stands for Trans Exclusionary Radical Feminist. So, someone who is a feminist, someone on your side but just does not support trans rights. For example, J.K. Rowling is on your side, but she is transphobic.
Okay, hold on. I got it. Cis women can make choices for cis women, trans women for trans women. Gender isn't just a binary, you TERF.
Yeah, so the binary used to be between men and women, but that woman just made it about women and trans women. So treating trans women differently from women, which is transphobic.
How about this? Zim should be able to comment on what Zers and Z's do, and Z's should be able to comment on what Zers and hers do. But Zers.
Here's the point where it gets confusing for me, and probably because I'm normal. Maybe you understand, maybe you don't. But either way, this is the point where you should realize that what you're doing doesn't matter on what side of the opinion that you're at. Both of you are wrong.
Really only comment on what Z's and Zims do. No. Guys, this doesn't make sense. Gender identity shouldn't affect your role in society at all. Each gender is equal and should be able to comment on whatever it wants. Yeah, we need to stick to the point and categorize people on the basis of whether they have a uterus or not. Everything else is just arbitrary discrimination. That's true. But what would we call them? Uterus people? That's kind of wonky. What about womb men? Womb men. I like it. What about people who don't have a uterus? Just men. To constantly remind them that they don't have a womb. Ha! So how can we be sure who should and shouldn't comment on these things? Well, we could identify them through certain styles of clothing, pronouns, that kind of thing. But what about custom gender pronouns? Are you trying to obscure the lines between womb men and men? That makes it harder to protect womb men's rights.
So are you trying to say that women and men are the same? Wow, you're so sexist. that's just going to allow rape to happen.
What are you, some kind of right-wing fascist? Some kind of turf? Okay, now that's taken care of. Should women be expected to do the same kind of exploitative labor as the men? Of course not. If they get pregnant, they're out of the workforce. Good point. They should be expected to work less. We could make it work if men had a social obligation to support them and pay for things.
As if, like, 10 years ago, most men would have paid for, paid the bill on a date at a restaurant for him and the person that he is going out with. But now, apparently, it's sexist to do that. So, in conclusion, men cannot get pregnant, and men can have an opinion on abortion, and that opinion is that it's evil.